Hello? Is anyone there? Can people hear me? Why, YouTube? Why do you do this? Some kind of stream should be live currently. We'll find out what. YouTube did a thing. It made a new, streaming dashboard. And I've just learned a few interesting things about how that new streaming dashboard works. Okay, I see people in the chat. There are people here. However, that may not be everyone. I don't know. Everyone in the chat, you're gonna have to tell me what your view is of what you can see right now. Do you have multiple tabs open? Are there different things going on in those tabs? Because as far as I can see, there are two chats. I don't know how you get to one of those particular chats instead of another. I just know that there are two. And that people have been in both. It seems like maybe the chats have now been merged into one chat. But I really can't be sure. It's entirely possible that there are still a bunch of people stranded in another... I'm just gonna test this. Test. Does that... Okay. If I can type test in one of the chats and it doesn't appear in the other. Wait, no, it errored. It didn't work. This chat may no longer exist. Oh, God, what have you done, YouTube? No, I don't mean top chat and live chat. I mean literally there are two separate chat windows. I have them both open right now. And there are different conversations in the two of them. However, one of them appears to have died. I seem to have killed it. Thank God. For a minute I was worried I wouldn't be able to get rid of that stream, and for the rest of time there would be a thing in everyone's subfeed saying that they're waiting for me to stream Ribbonworld, but I managed to find the delete button that got rid of the damn thing. You were stranded until you closed and reopened. Okay, yeah, the previous stream died on you. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, it seems like typing in the old chat doesn't do anything anymore. It seems like that is dead. So I tried to use the new stream dashboard. And what happens is when you open that, it comes up with a menu saying create the stream. And it's like you put in your title and your description and your thumbnail and you schedule it for a certain time. All normal. Sounds great. So I did that. And then it appeared and there was the chat, and the chat is in dark mode because everything in this dashboard is in dark mode, even though the rest of YouTube isn't in dark mode. But sure, they want to be down with the kids and modern, so it's dark. So I popped out that chat, and then I hit stream, and it didn't go live for people in that chat. A new, separate live stream was created for people subscribed to me. If they looked at their subscriber feeds at that moment, they would have seen both a scheduled Factorio Ribbonworld live stream and a going Outer Wilds live stream. Because when I hit stream, I streamed to the stream key that I thought was the only stream key, but no. Thank you very much for that 19 ruble super chat. Or sticker even. Super sticker. Vomit sticker. Very, very applicable. So, I thought there was only going to be one stream key. And that you would stream to the both dashboards. They would be the same dashboard, just a new UI, like an overhaul of the... So it turned out that in fact I was live for the old stream dashboard, which had its own live chat, and not the new one. And the new one was still waiting for me to stream, and everyone was still sat in that chat, waiting for the stream. While I was busy streaming, according to YouTube, Outer Wilds. Separately from that, I had both a scheduled and live stream at the same time. So I cancelled that one, because nobody was there. but it had already generated that separate chat to the chat that I'd made for the new stream. So then I went back to the new chat, the dark mode chat, and they informed me that some of them were also in the light mode chat. And that there were also other people there. Thank you very much, Trickstar, for that $10 super chat. At least it's working, Peb. The factory must grow. Yeah, at least I managed to make it blooming work. For a second, I thought all my streams were just borked permanently. So then what I did was go, oh, I see. I have to use a new stream key. That's really annoying. Why would it do that? Fine. So I put a new stream key in and hit stream, and nothing happened. OBS said I was streaming, but no stream appeared anywhere for anyone. And then people in the dark mode chat were like, "We'll stream to the first key and just give us the stream link." And I'm like, "No, that was the stream link. You followed the link to get to here. There's only one link. I posted the same link I always post on Twitter, and people follow that. It arrived in the dark mode live stream, and then when I hit stream on the old thing, it went to the light mode live stream, which is now different, but the link is the same. I don't understand." So I think where that link sends you depends on whether I'm using the old or new dashboard. But then it got it wrong, because it wasn't linked to me using the old or new stream key. Wait, what, Rick? YouTube unverified themselves? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Oh no. I was noticing that there's a big old Twitter storm going on because everyone and their dog has been unverified by YouTube. Yeah, so everything was borked until I managed to find a way to delete my scheduled stream on the new dashboard, which seems to have made everything revert, including the stream link, to the old dashboard. So it will now send you to that one instead of sending you to the new one, and the new one is now dead. Thank God. So we're just gonna keep using the old dashboard, because the new dashboard is just so buggered. Just so very buggered. And yeah, I still have this dark mode chat open, but it can't be posted in anymore. I got a super sticker in there. Thank you very much for the 19 rubles in that one too, with the confused emoji. Very, very applicable. Very, your stickers are on point here. Okay, I need to pop the correct light mode chat into the place where the dark mode chat was, so I can read chat. Yeah, there were just two chats, and oh dear. Two chats, two streams, one link that goes to a different chat depending on, I don't know, whether Jupiter's in precession. Actually, I don't know if Jupiter can be in precession. Well, I think only certain planets can. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a drink because I've just been yelling about how terrible YouTube is for a minute. And we're gonna play some Factorio Ribbonworld. Oh dear. They just can't get anything right. They're trying to implement these new systems, and it's just setting everything on fire. And there we go, there's Rick pinging me about what the viewer perspective is. Yep, that's buggered alright. Oh dear. YouTube, sort your stuff out. Please. Please just stop crapping yourself every time you try and achieve anything. Oh dear. Right, let's load the game. Ribbonworld. This and the self-verifying is just next level fuckery badness. Yep. They're just terrible. They're just idiots. It's like you sometimes think maybe they're just malicious. They're like, no, they're just stupid. They just don't know what they're doing. Oh dear, I'm just looking at that on Twitter now. They're blooming on verifying themselves. God. I know Twitch is a thing. It's getting more and more tempting every day. You just got a notification for the other stream? Oh no. Oh yeah, here's how you tell the difference. This is Factorio Ribbonworld. The other one is Factorio Ribbonworld. I put an exclamation mark on that one, and not on this one, so you can tell the difference. So if you find the exclamation point one, something's gone wrong. Don't do that. I'm not sure if it's real anymore. I know, Rick, there's a lot of things, so I didn't read the mod chat because I was busy dealing with it being on fire on my end. To have time to look at how on fire it looked from your end. Thank you very much for the 29 ruble super sticker. Oh, there's the gold coins. Oh no! Oh, we lost there was a sub badge in there. There's silver coins everywhere. There goes a copper one. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, what have you done? Thank you very much for that salt emoji. Very applicable. Oh dear. Alright. Loading Ribbonworld. Let's do it. Boop. Oh, there we go. We're good. And welcome everyone, back to Factorio Ribbonworld. We just got a notification saying I was live playing Outer Wilds. Oh, why? How many notifications are people getting for this? Okay, welcome to Factorio Ribbonworld. We're here. I don't know if everyone else is, and what random streams they're being sent to. Well, I considered Beiju having it be Factorio Ribbonworld and put a question mark on it, but I thought I should probably just leave it without in case it was actually the functional stream, which it became. So, there we go. Welcome to Factorio Ribbonworld. And now people are saying they got different numbers of notifications. It's Factorio, but on a ribbon. The world is exactly 64 tiles high and an infinite number of tiles wide. And we've explored quite a large chunk of it at this stage of the game. Let's have a tour. So there's a giant iron deposit here. That's going to be important for today, I think. We've got a defensive wall on the west. And then we got our railway running all the way back to the rest of the base. There's our stone outpost. There's our coal outpost. There's our uranium outpost. It's dead now. Our big copper outpost. Two combined iron and copper mining outposts. Our copper's... Well, our copper wouldn't be great, but we've got a larger supply somewhere else. Our iron here is all we have in terms of iron, and so we're going to be supplementing that with the new iron outpost. And then we have the oil outpost, where oil is brought and processed into various things, which are then sent away to the main base for the main bus to do all the things. Then we have our nuclear reactor setup. Our main concern here right now is that we do not, in fact, have any more uranium coming in. We only have what we got in these boxes, which is going to slowly dwindle, and I'm a little bit concerned. So it would be nice if we could find another uranium outpost before our entire power source is destroyed. See how that goes. And then we've got a kind of explosives manufacturing area here, partially to supply the artillery train that we're using to expand. We've got some congestion issues. It's a problem. We're gonna... Oh god, there's so many trains in this queue. That's at least 6 trains queuing behind another. That's a problem. But yeah, beyond there, the main section of the base, we've got some steel smelting here right now and some concrete production. And station for coal and stone. And then we got our giant smeltery array. We got some trains coming in on a ridiculous looking bit of rail. And then all of our furnaces smelting stuff away. And then our main bus making all of the things that we need for the game. All the science and all that. And we've even got rocket launching going. We've launched 6 rockets so far, and we're not going to launch any more till we fix the bus, because it's dead. The entire factory is shut down because we can't do blue science or launch rockets right now. And we're going to see about fixing that today. Oh yeah, I've had Covarex enrichment for ages. I've actually got too much uranium-238. I overdid it. We're going to run out of 235 before we run out of 238. And then here we've got some old defunct steel production, which I don't actually use anymore. And then we venture out to the east at great speed, where there's absolutely nothing, really. There's a couple of little deposits, big chunk of coal. Then it suddenly switches to desert because updates. And then we have our eastern defensive wall, where the radar is currently being useless, apparently. And then a bunch more biters out here. And some stone, which we don't care about. And there's the ribbon. We've got a few important things to do today. One of them, we got to get sulfur on the main bus. Because it ain't, and we need it now for blue science. The recipe has changed, so we've got to work that out. We have, I believe, drained the system of solid fuel. So I can literally just hook up the solid fuel... the old solid fuel belt with sulfur being delivered by train here. Then we need rocket fuel. Our rocket fuel production was here, but we had to remove it because it now requires light oil. So we're going to be making that over the oil outpost instead, and then delivering the rocket fuel over, ready to go. And once we have that, the main bus will be operating again. And then we'll need to fix our iron issue. Right now our iron's fine because everything's shut down, so we don't need a solid supply of iron. We need to go get this as soon as we have the main bus going again, because we won't have enough iron until we get the extra supply from here. Thank you very much, Rofty, for those 200 rubles for the antidepressant found. Thank you. I'm a bit confused, but thank you very much for the 200 rubles. Oh dear. And we'll watch the gold coins annihilate everything. Here they come. And there go a bunch more silver coins. Not quite so horrific this time, but a few more lost. The gold coins are taking over the cup. Most definitely have control. Notifications are lost in the mess. Oh dear. Yeah, don't worry, Hanno. In a minute, you're going to get like 3 notifications. To add more to the fire, you just spontaneously got logged out of YouTube on Firefox and it wouldn't even let you try and log back in. You had to switch to Chrome. YouTube, can you just not be on fire for like 2 minutes? I'm trying to stream here. Oh god. Oh, I might be the antidepressant. Okay, nice. That's a nice thing to be. Okay, let's sort out the sulfur thing. I think it's actually not going to be that awkward to fix. Thinking about it, we just have to swap out heavy oil, solid fuel for sulfur everywhere where we can. Because there's no longer any need for solid fuel to be delivered by train anywhere, I believe. We can just shut this down. Oh god, we gotta drain the whole thing though. Let me just, like... I remember how things went now. Yeah, this is a dumb thing to do, but I'm going to do it. Deconstruct. I'm going to cut that belt right now because I feel like that might go wrong otherwise. And here come all the bots. Dump it all in the chests. Look at this just endless line. Oh, and now there they all go to charge at the same time. And the whole process shuts down. But they finished, actually. They got it done. Neat. Okay. Just gonna zoop, absorb all this. I'm just going to delete those to get rid of that. Then wooden chests will do fine. And this needs to become a sulfur belt. Oh no, we already have sulfur being put in a train, actually. That's good news. That makes this easier. So yeah, this irrelevant now. Let me hop on this train and check where it's going. You go to the bus, and I'm pretty sure there is no reason to do that anymore. It also took you 3 attempts to send some super chats my way. Oh dear. YouTube doesn't know what's good for it, does it? You think it'd make it easy to pay it? Okay, so it comes here to be loaded with sulfuric acid. And then... I know they're delivering all the solid fuel from the storage because there was more in storage. Oh god, lots more. Yeah, we may need more than the requested chests I put in. So it goes to the main bus. And it delivers liquids. Okay, so it still needs to come here. Just isn't going to do the solid fuel thing anymore. Okay. That's fine. And I'll just do that. Oh god, now a bunch of bots are going to chase me while I'm on a train and try and get the stuff off me. Oh dear. Oh, are they going to get me? Are they going to get me? Nope, too fast. Oh dear. Just got notification. How long have I been on? We've been going for 23 minutes. Oh, there's a big old mess of trains here again. Oh god. They're queuing because of... Oh god, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trains. 8 trains in this congestion. Oh, I gotta fix this. That's the thing I keep forgetting to include in my instructions for future Bentham at the end of every stream. Fix the bloody trains. Oh god. I didn't think about the long-term requirements of this system, and it's hurting me. It's a big problem. Okay, 2 more of these. Boop, boop. And how much do we have in storage here? Oh, tons of it. Tons of it. Okay, we need like 9 of these. That may even then not be enough. So the good news is we're gonna have... No, wait, I shouldn't do that. The good news is we're gonna have loads of solid fuel in storage for a long time. It's gonna really help fill out our requirements of rocket fuel. But there, 10 full chests of the stuff. That's 24,000 in storage here, potentially. The boss is still taking it away elsewhere because they already got their instructions. So they're just delivering it all the way back to the storage before bringing it back up to these requested chests here. So that's a thing. Whoops. Oh dear. Can we distract it for a few brief moments from all my problems by a picture of a mug? Okay. Sure, let's see. Oh dear. The mug did indeed momentarily distract me from YouTube's problems. And now I've remembered them again. Won't be passive providers? Will passive providers be better? Well... Passive providers don't request. That's what they're doing. They're requesting them in from everywhere else because I've got them in storage and in my bar and stuff. So I'm just being like, bots, just get all the solid fuel from wherever the hell it is and put it in there. And then I can get it on a belt and send it somewhere else. Right, here is a train that loads up sulfur. It doesn't go to the bus. Let's hop on board. It goes to the reactor and that's all it does. Oh, but this needs to go to the reactor often because it's plastic. Plastic needs a high throughput. So what I should instead do is actually hook this up to be sulfur storage, even though we already have some here, because we do need it. Loading into the other train. There we go. So yeah, this has got limits on it, that means that's all fine. When the liquid train comes back, not that liquid train, the other one, we can hop on board, give it the right filters, and then it can deliver them to the main bus where it already goes. Passive providers don't request. It's in the name. Buffers request. But the providers aren't going to get delivered to by the bots. No, that's not the one. Where's the other train? I guess it goes to the main bus, so it takes a lot longer to get back. There's the sulfur production. It is running down. That's because we're having to fill these new chests right now, so we might be fine ultimately. Worth keeping an eye on, though. We don't have that much production of sulfur. You might have to set up the rails to be 4 lanes. This might require a version of your Factorio Towns model, as it will eat a lot of space. It doesn't need to be that. Where is the train? Did I miss it while I was looking at other things? It's this one. It's on its way now. Okay. Yeah, this system here is actually a fix for it. This queuing area. This allows 3 trains to queue up here, and it's going to cause a lot less congestion. There will still occasionally be trains waiting for each other, but not for more than a few seconds. And that will be fine. It's when they have to wait for a long time that it's a problem. Switch these over. Don't know if we need that much, but I guess we're doing it. Oh, train left too soon. Well, it means I can set this without it causing any disaster in terms of being loaded with the wrong thing. What's its schedule like? 20 seconds at the reactor, 10 seconds at the bus, 15 seconds at the oil base. Okay. So yeah, this is for sorting out liquids, which everything's absolutely fine right now. I don't know if it needs to spend that much time at the reactor, honestly. I'm going to cut its time to 10 seconds. I think it's better for it to be spending time at the bus. Another thing for reducing congestion is just having trains spend less time in certain areas. I know I can use go to station, but I'd rather just let the train continue to function normally, because it needs to do that anyway. I don't know if this needs it, but I'll use filter inserters just to be sure. So, sulfur, whoop. Let's go nuts on this end so we can stockpile tons of the stuff. There we go, we can follow. It's like a little test thing. Let's just follow the route and see how it all works. So it just keeps going along here, and then it splits off here. Some of it goes into blue signs. The rest of it just continues to the end of the bus. Don't think we actually need to keep it on the bus. There are other things that use sulfur, but it's all like explosives and things. Whatever, I'll just leave it. Reading Chameleon, you've missed just over half an hour. Still plenty of the stream left, and you could easily catch up from the beginning at double speed and be done well before the end. Oh, you're gonna early start tomorrow. I'm sorry, Reading Chameleon. Early start's the worst. The fun thing about this is because one tiny bit of science has been generated, the entire factory is going to kick in just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There's lots of little random... It's like the machine... Like one machine on the end of every column is going to switch on. When the train comes back, then things are going to get moving. There we go, just a couple of the science labs going, which means a bit of the... A couple of science packs are used, which means a couple of random machines switching on. There's some of them not even that, they're just unloading what they've previously made and they're not bothering to activate. Where's the train at? Oh, it's on its way. And here it is. How quickly is it unloaded? Very quickly. Yep, that'll do. That's probably enough to get this going. Just let the train hang around for a minute, because it hanging around here means that it's not causing congestion in the middle of the network, so it's probably worth it, really. Oh, the long-armed inserters are having trouble grabbing them as they pass. Oh dear. Well, that's fine. It should build up, and then everything will be good. We don't need actually that higher rate of sulfur, so I feel like we probably had enough delivered there to keep the science running until the train gets back. But I will keep an eye on it just to be sure. But I limit the train to use only half the cargo because I feel like it only needs that, and it means that I can potentially use the other slots for something else in future if I need to. In fact, the odds of that train being used to deliver something else are quite high, because we also need to deliver rocket fuel to the main bus. So we probably will do that with that train. Sulfur, so good. Rick, that's why. Why would you do that? That's a terrible pun. So I like that this underground belt has to sidestep. For a second I was like, there's no point to this, it could just do that. But no, because then it would interfere with this one. Oh dear. Just gonna watch and see if the sulfur runs down. It's starting to, but only on one side. Seems like it's working absolutely fine. It's a pun on so far so good. It's not a good pun. It's a very bad pun. Yeah, a few people didn't get it. Oh dear. Sulfur, I barely even know her. That's a better pun. Oh Oh dear. You tried to figure out the pun and lost the game as a result. God damn it. I know those feels, the Drogman. When you try and remember one thing and it just makes you remember the game. And that means you still don't remember the thing, but you've also lost the game. There we go. Yep, next delivery of sulfur. There's more than enough being delivered, so that's all fine. Boop. Right, next up, rocket fuel. We're going to build an entirely new rocket fuel production facility at the oil outpost. And then get it delivered to the main bus. So that'll be interesting. I really shouldn't run between the tracks. It's not safe. Do you not know about the game, Reading Chameleon? Is it time to teach everyone about the game again? No, Mimic. The game thing can't die. It's impossible for the game to die. The game is always being played. Well, the only way for the game to die is if people never know it existed. So it would take 100 years, roughly, for the game to die. But it could. Odds are, though, that it won't. Yeah, there are two rules about the game. Well, the one key rule about the game is that if you think about the game, you lose the game. And that is the core element of the game. Another rule, secondary rule, but mostly followed, is that if you lose the game, you have to announce that you have lost the game to whoever you are currently in the presence of. It also counts for the internet. So if you lose the game while sat at your PC and you're on Twitter, you gotta tweet you lost the game. It's the rules. Actually, people don't really use it on Twitter, but like Twitch chats, you gotta tell everyone in the chat you lost the game. YouTube live chats, of course, the same. Discord, you gotta say it. It's the rule. Everyone is always... Well, once you know about the game, you are playing the game. You can't exit the game. You are always playing it. There is no opting out. There is no winning the game. There is only continual playing and occasional losing. Sorry, Caesar. It's not my fault. It's someone else started it. And that's the thing, is when one person loses the game, it causes a massive cascade effect of everyone nearby also losing the game. Such is the way. I'm wondering how I should make this fuel. Because I kind of want to make this scalable. But it ain't already. So I think what I really need to do is set it up over here. And then set the fuel production up over here too. The only winning move is not to care. If everyone forgets about the game, everyone wins the game. I don't think that's true. The point of the game is it is unwinnable. Like, I guess you could count it that whenever you're not thinking of it, you're winning. And then ultimately, you lose. think I just need to move this somewhere else. Oh, I can use my copy and paste feature, can't I? Or cut and paste. Let's do that. Cut. Like so. And make an absolute mess of my logistics network. I'll leave a fair chunk of space because I want to leave room for more sulfur production, which I suspect we may need. But around about here seems good. Might want to leave space for light oil to come in. We're already... Let's do it like this. Let's have it this far away. Also, I believe the network doesn't extend far enough to build this, so time to put in another rubber port. Boop. There we go. Now it's in range, and everything that was previously lost will be rebuilt. The game is one of the systems you hate because it makes an overt point that it supports tautologically. You can never win because I've defined no easy lose conditions. I've defined easy lose conditions and no win condition. Like, I think that's fine. The structure of the game doesn't really merit the use of a win condition. What would a win condition be for a game like that? And again, you can count not thinking of it as winning, and in that case, winning is the easier thing. You're winning the game most of the time, and then losing is something that occasionally occurs when you happen to think about it. What if you isolate yourself from all society in a log cabin in the middle of nowhere without internet and then purge the game from your memory? Except, Barbecue, presumably you're doing that to avoid the game. If you're doing that to avoid the game, you can't help but think about the game when going through that process. The issue with it is that you can't actively avoid losing the game because it will just make you lose. The only way is to not care. The only winning move is not to care. As was said before, you have to not be bothered about it, and then you just get on with your life and forget that the game exists. If you care about it enough to actively try and avoid it, then you can't, because you'll be thinking about it in going through that process. We're still talking about this because it's interesting. Like, it came about because of as a like wacky thought experiment. And it's interesting to think about how something like that can work, because it's a self-referential, strange thing. And it's a game based on our thoughts, which is something that's difficult to exist. It's also a game that operates to a certain degree in self-policing. Why have I got 11 of these? Oh, it's because I needed 20, and so I made 22 for like overflow. That's what I did. So this is theoretically all we need, I think. I'm not actually sure. We might need more solid fuel than this. Death is the win condition. Maybe? Yeah, you can never enjoy winning because as soon as you realize you were winning, you lose. Now people are talking about World of Warcraft and how it's like the game. This is confusing me. Yeah, I don't actually know the price of Factorio. It's been so long. I did buy it back in the day, but it was cheaper then, so I don't know what it actually is now. But it's worth it. Whatever price it is, it's worth it. Oh, we got an attack on the western wall. We'll be dealing with that later anyway. I gotta work out a light oil pipe getting through this mess over to there. The problem is our pipes keep changing their particular level. Everything keeps swapping around. I think I can do it though. We go to there. And then we go up. Nope, never mind. We go down. I can't go underground here. But the pipes will mix if I do that. I think technically they won't mix, actually. I think pipe mixing has now been kind of fixed. But I feel like it's cheating to actually make use of that. Because I'm the worst. So instead, I'm going to try and work within those constraints. So now I can go here. But the petroleum gas is blocking my path. Completely. But I can move. That's causing more problems of a different kind. Oh, kind of underground's here. Oh god. The fact that everything swaps around as I go over here is breaking everything. I've got to make a standard system instead of trying to work with this. So, petroleum gas right here is going to drop down. It's going to be on this layer. Water, nope. 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 Petroleum gas needs to connect to here and does that. This second layer will not be light oil. It will be water, which actually comes in from up there. Light oil will be... for the moment it'll be this layer. But from now on, it'll be the upper layer. Here. So water will do this. There, that shall be connected and operating normally. And then light oil along the top, and that fixes it all. Instead of me trying to have them keep swapping around and changing places, that was just making things nightmarish. Now we come right over here. Ooh. And into there. And we have solid fuel production again, though really I don't want it. I don't want more being made. I've got so much in storage over here already. Oh god. Yep, that all goes away. Oh. What did we just finish researching? Who knows? It's nice that the factory is actually up. So, next step, the making of solid fuel into rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is 10 solid fuel, 10 light oil. Needs 1 solid fuel. Will that work? I felt that won't. Whatever. We'll just build it, and then we'll find out if it's a problem. Made in normal assemblers. Okay. Let's do... Yep, that's what we want. That's 15 assemblers. Oh dear. There's sort of some stuff in the way. Right. Let's do 10s. I believe that's a 10. Oh, I didn't align these right. Hold on. Still can't really do extra. Actually, no, I could. I could actually do it. Hold on. Oh, So what I'm thinking is if I have this right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's just enough room for some belts to move around here. And like, I can't repeat this design because then that stops being a thing. But for a brief time, it totally works. And eventually this deposit will go away anyway. How much is in it? Nearly $1 million. 750,000. 1 second I was building belts and then at very next frame I'm in a completely different spot looking at... Oh. Okay. So... Yep, I saw that. OBS told me it had disconnected. That suggests to me... either YouTube did something wrong or my internet connection cut out. If it happens again, I've got Task Manager up. Everyone can see me, right? People saying it jumped again, but I don't know if they're talking about the jump just happened. We'll see. We will see. Oh, another attack. Western wall. Definitely got to do something about that. It's been spotty for like the last 10 minutes. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to do a slight rearrangement of this system. Thinking about ways of doing it that can fit in the space we got. That's 15, and it's 1 further down, so that does cause issues. This doesn't help, actually. I could just do 10. 10 is easier. We'll just do it like this. I'm trying to make something more complicated than I need to. Really, I just need to get the factory running again. Wait, no, I did that wrong. 1 further back. And then like this. We'll sort out 20 of them first. Bunch of pipes. There we go. And then please make rocket fuel. I really wish it would remember rotation when I copied and pasted instead of me having to do it manually. That's one of the very few usability failings that Factorio still possesses, so I'm sure it'll be fixed in like 5 minutes. Or it'll turn out that I've been missing something the whole time that could have allowed me to copy and paste them, because that's also how Factorio often goes, is you're like, there's this one minor usability issue, and they're like, oh no, we actually fixed that, just use this button. And I'm like, oh, you already did that, I see. And then outputs. We do not have enough long-armed inserters. There we go. Sort out the power. Now we just need the solid fuel actually being delivered on. Okay, you can copy and paste, but, like, that means your bots have to, like, build them all. Which is... I don't know. I don't feel like that's the perfect solution to the problem. When there's already a copy and paste function for the role of an assembler that might as well copy the rotation of a liquid assembler. There, that should do the thing. Let's watch it go. Here they come. A little bit slow, but it works. So 20 of these fuels 30. I'm actually going to have 40 of them, because there's other stuff that needs rocket fuel. It seems like that'll be good future-proofing. I realize it means we won't have enough of these, but I can extend this column. There is space for that here. And you know what I can do here? Copy-paste. Oh, not all of it worked. Just have it all go underground, so it's always going to stay out the way. Why is some of this not going? Oh, it's in Rubberport range, so they're just bringing the stuff from a long way away. Doop. Doop. Yeah, Control C is not the ultimate solution. Actually have this go down so that we can extend this easily. Sort out the delivery of the light oil. Once the bots have finished delivering everything up here, this will all be going. And then, here's the thing. This can come up here. We'll have this do a shimmy and go up into that bit, and then this one can come in, and we'll actually unload the ridiculous amounts of spare solid fuel that we have. And that should work pretty nicely. Now, we've got to get the rocket fuel being put on a train. So let's work out how the hell we do that. We're a little bit short on spaces than we can actually put solid fuel at this, put rocket fuel at this point in these loading areas, but I'm sure we can work it out. Right, places that go to the bus. There's only the one. It's the one that's currently here. Wait, no. No, it isn't. It's this one. Which is fully empty on sulfur? I guess it's just taking that long for it to finish unloading. Right. Well, the problem is, because of the water loading, we're very short on space. That's a problem. I don't know if we can achieve the throughput. We've got 2 spots here we can use. Actually, we've already established that we don't need a particularly high rate of sulfur. What if we swap things around a bit? Yeah. Yeah, I've got a plan. Okay, so rubber port back here somewhere. It doesn't actually cover everything. Doesn't cover anything at all, really. I need some red wires, because I don't want to lose the ones we've got here. So what are you connected to? Is it to that? It must be. Oh yeah, there's the box. Okay, connect you, to you, to you, and then delete you. And yeah, that means everything's on power for a second, but I can just plonk another substation up there. And whoops. Get all these power poles out of the way. Train this into there. We'll just do it by hand. Got some left over, that's fine. And then this, we'll do this. And then, oh, we'll let this this unload, and it might actually drain a fair chunk. This needs to be swapped back to normal belt. Okay, there's still sulfur in here. Want some sulfur? There we go. Actually, this is fine because I've got way more storage space between these. Okay. So these are now our sulfur loading arms. And 2 is probably more than enough still. And now we've got 3 down here, which we can use for rocket fuel. So that's an improvement. So down there. This here. And this is our rocket fuel loading system. 3 might be enough. We're going to find out. The issue we now face is the stack size, because it's 10, which is crap. So I'll probably do some rearranging of the spacing in the train to leave as much room as we can get for the rocket fuel. Look out, he's got a plan. Oh dear. Can I unload from trains in queue? I don't believe so. I think they're locked from being extracted from. The cargo wagons have an open animation that shows them they can be accessed. Yes, that's true. So yeah, they only get that when they're parked. There's our train. Let's do the work on it while it's queuing. And I'm going to swap this entire row. Because I think one row may be enough. And this might be enough space for all this, the rocket fuel we need, though I'm really not sure. It's still a fraction of how much sulfur is going to be stored in here. I might even switch it to just being like 5 slots for sulfur and the rest for rocket fuel. But we'll see how it works out. Maybe that this just simply isn't enough no matter what we do, and we need another train working on it. Boom, loaded. So yeah, even with most of the space being reserved for rocket fuel, we're still storing 500 sulfur and 300 rocket fuel. I've got to work out what belt this all goes on when it arrives. This does not need to stay at the oil base for 15 seconds. It probably only needs 5, maybe not even that. Now what does it do? It gets loaded with sulfur. Does it do any? Yeah, it then sends the sulfur to the main bus. The main bus doesn't need that much sulfur. Here we are. Yep, the sub-supply quickly gets filled. Maybe you need... No, you shouldn't. Anyway. We've got to unload the rocket fuel on this end of the line. So... this will be absolutely more than enough. Boop. Use wooden chests for this. Ah, we should use steel. So we can actually build up a supply. And then this needs to get on the main bus somehow, so we've got to work that out. There are some unused belts here, like this one. What does it do? Oh, it's actually the sulfur belts. I know what to do about this. Thank you very much for reading Chameleon for that £2 super chat. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much. I definitely will. Always love a bit of Factorio. Right, I got a plan here. This could just go straight up this way, in fact. And here's the new system. A one-sided sulfur belt. Now, let's drain the entire thing and also remove this balancer here. That scuppers the entire plan. Just gonna run all the way down to the end. And... yaw... oh, no. Yaw... have I got it? I can't see. Yoink! Done this before. Actually, no, don't dump it yet. We'll see if we can store it all, and then I'll try and stick it in the blue science assemblers. Because I don't think anything's requesting sulfur, so it's just going to sit in the storage system forever if I don't sort something out for it. Except I definitely don't have enough room for all this. It's still going. Boop. Anything else I can dump? Doesn't I want to? Wait, no. Those can go. One random pump. Don't need that. I need those mining drills. I'm going to be using them soon. Damn it, that doesn't allow me to like hold one in my hand. I forgot that's the thing they changed. Which is the left still? Oh god, I can't even see. Right, to blue science. Oh, he did make a fair bit of progress. And there we go. All the sulfur dumped. Nice. Oh, because you can store 94 in those. Neat. Always love it when the stream actually works instead of duplicates and breaks the universe. Yep, yeah, that's always nice. Definitely got enough room this time to finish this off. And done. Just in time for the rocket fuel to arrive. That went well. Okay. Where's the rocket fuel meant to go? Right here, this belt. So yeah, it's meant to end up on this belt once this belt exists. Which it only does after another belt gets out of the way, so yeah. I guess we'll just work on merging them then. How to do this? Filter, rocket fuel. Oh, the other side really. Flip it, grab that. And there, we can merge it onto that belt. As it was before. All good. Got so much sulfur on me, oh god. Oh, and that's all the rocket fuel. Yeah, that's a thing. Not that much of it actually got put on the line. Thank you, the Jogman. I do try. But the problem is that if I start just reading everything on chat, then chat starts complaining I'm not playing the game. So I have to pick a balance point between the two. And someone will always be unhappy. Just trying to find the amount of chat reading that keeps people the most happy. Overall. The greatest good for the greatest number. The philosophy of Jeremy Bentham. Damn it. They're completely full of sulfur and I still have a bunch left. Here's another shipment of rocket fuel. I just don't think there's enough. So apparently it wasn't able to fully load up on sulfur, interestingly. There we go. Fix that. Yeah, I'm going to change it some more, because I think we just don't need a high rate of sulfur at all. Whoops. Well, you can take that 10 rocket fuel back with it. Here it is. Not even having like a chance to build up, I think. Oh, it's not arrived yet, that's why. If the rocket production is completely shut down, that's a problem. Then it has, through lack of rocket fuel. It's still a long way off arriving. Or even is it? There it is. This is a problem. I feel like one wagon isn't enough even. I don't want to add another train in the mix if I can avoid it. But I might need to. So yeah, just trying to fill up this chest here and it's barely even getting started. There we go. That's all it's got. So that's 13%, well, more like 20% of a rocket. Is a decent amount, actually. But the speed that it goes, the train just can't keep up. Well, that was only what was stored, actually. A bunch more had already gone in, so it is better than that, even. It's like at least 25. In multiplayer, I'll never read the chat, because there's extra things to contend with already in doing a multiplayer stream. Basically, I can pick two things to be vaguely decent at interacting with, out of the game, the other people in the call, and the chat. And I have to sacrifice the chat when there are other people in the call. When there aren't other people in the call, then I can focus on the game and also chat. To a certain degree. Depends on the game. Some games are very engrossing, and so you do lose track of the rest of the world while you're playing it. Actually, you know what? That's not even... There's more things than that, because it's playing the game, giving entertaining commentary while playing the game, communicating with the other people, reading the chat. There are 4 things to do. You can do 2 of them well, or 3 of them passably. That's the better way to put it. Don't forget to also put rocket fuel in trains. That would help, actually, yeah. Also, did this get resupplied quick enough? Maybe it did. Maybe we're actually okay. The extra little bit that I gave it might have made the difference. I don't think it ran out there, did it? I think we got it in time. That's looking better than before. I think it did work, actually. I want to have nuclear fuel trains if I can. But we can't do that until we have another source of uranium to be sure that we've got a good long-term supply. You say I have to sacrifice the chat sounds kind of grim out of context, but out of context, chat is just means conversation. I have to sacrifice the conversation. Doesn't sound grim. It needs the exact right amount of context to sound grim. You think it did get supplied in time? Okay, I think that's working then. I think the main bus is going, and we are doing the science and launching the rocket and everything again. Yeah, currently the limiting factor is the rocket science. So where's that at? 98%. Yep, we're about to get a resupply of science. And that should put us in a very good state. There's the rocket. It'll insta-launch as soon as it's ready. How many satellites do we have in storage now? 4. Okay, that's fine. I thought it might be the limit I put on it, actually. Here it goes. Dead silent because we're not actually there, we're just watching it. And then it goes outside of radar coverage. Damn. I had hope. And there's the science. And once that's arrived, the factory will truly spring back into action. Need to play more Factorio? Of course you do, ELB. Everyone does, all the time. Here it goes. All the science labs bringing into action. And that means all of the machinery across the main bus will now be kicking in. Oh dear, let's have a look at the paragraph. Oh no, significant change. Oh no, you can see it there. The assembling machines are starting to power up. And the smelters are starting to use more power as well. They were hanging around at 50. Now they're up in like 53. I was expecting more excitement, I'll be honest. Though it's going to take a long time for things to actually get up to speed. But it is starting to do that. So yeah, we'll see how power stuff works from there. There's the past hour. Stream's been going for 1 hour and 20, and I ranted for the first 20, so this is basically the paragraph for our time today so far. Surprised it actually kicked in so much earlier. That must have been like oil and stuff, right? I know everything was dead shut down, and then I got things moving again, I think, because that was me fixing blue. Maybe? I don't even know, actually. I'm surprised it kicked in so much so soon. Oh, there's some long-armed inserters we need. Whoops. Let's just make a bunch of those and then dump them in the network. Yeah, it's really fun for me just to watch the factory do stuff in the graphs and just in the world. I know not everyone likes me to just stand about watching stuff happen. But I just find it fascinating to just like watch the level of like just stand at a particular belt and like watch the level be balanced between consumption and production of various things. Like I could happily sit over here and watch as the advanced circuit supply deteriorates and see if it actually genuinely comes into problems or if it's going to be okay. At 39 years old, you recently got your first gaming PC. It was just to play Factorio, really. Then you got stuck in a 26-hour Factorio rabbit hole. This game has a strange effect on me. Don't worry, it has a strange effect on everyone. That's just how Factorio works. It's one of the most addictive games. And the key to it, to my mind, is that you're always progressing. Every task you do is a new and different thing. And every bit of work you do results in permanent progress, a permanent improvement in your production rate. Whereas in a lot of games, like, you have to do the same thing repetitively to achieve the same goal. It's like, no, you achieve a goal, and then that goal is permanently achieved. That thing will always happen now. You set up a production system, and that will always function. And then your next task is to do something else. So you're always advancing and always improving, and yet at the same time, you're always doing the same thing, building production systems, but they're new and different every time. It's just the right combination of progression and engagement and needing stuff to be done, I feel. That if you get it, you just get it. You just, like, it, or it gets you, is the better way of saying it. If it gets you, and you are trapped forever. Incredibly addictive and replayable. Yep. Most definitely. I'm wondering if the advanced circuits can cope, because yeah, now, these two sides have completely drained. And these ones are starting, but they're not fully drained, so maybe it'll be balanced before it fully drains. We'll see. Anyway, we got problems to deal with. We got big old problems. We got our iron supply. Oh, and also our steel supply, apparently. There it goes. Jeez. Just vanishing. Is that because of the ore? No, all these smelters are running. It's genuinely just a smelting issue. Oh dear. Huh. Yeah, for a while this is going to be okay, while it uses the built-up supply of iron, but I'm sure it's rapidly running out now. We have 2 trains doing this. I wonder if we even need 2. 1 is probably enough. Like, how much does 1 iron train have on it? There. Oh, one of them has 2,000, but the other 2 have 700 in them each. How have I done that? What is this system? Well, damn, I thought this was balanced, but apparently not. Interesting. Oh, it could be the unloading, actually. No, because the trains flip around each time. That shouldn't really affect it. Oh no, these are just fully loaded. They're prioritizing the middle one over anything else. Huh. You'd either have to redesign parts of your bus to account for the recent changes to recipes or start anew. Can't be bothered yet. Like, the redesign isn't that bad. It depends on what sort of style you have, I guess. It's like, this was a more awkward redesign than in another factory I had when the change happened, I think. Actually, did I do a redesign in my other factory, or did I start again? Maybe I did just start again. I'm not sure. No, I think it was a redesign. Yeah, it wasn't a huge challenge, but it depends. Depends on your base, so I don't know why. I don't know what point I was trying to make there. Let's have a check out to the west. How far does our track go? Yeah, we need more track. And yeah, I could have just grabbed some track, I realised, but too late. I made some instead. Oh, already got the train stops. How are we for signals? Oh, decent supply, but we can get some more. And also, long-range power poles. Ah, no! Not the rods! Oh god! Cancel! Blooming iron rods, I hate them so much. I want to make a full stack of these if I can. I'm going to wait to be supplied with the iron rods because I don't want to craft all the blooming things myself. Change I don't like. I think iron rods are silly. They're just not common enough to make sense. They've made them more common, but I think it's not enough to make the difference. I think that's everything I need as well. Like, I don't need to craft that much for this expedition. Stop it, Rick. I finished Railworld. God damn it. If you really want to troll me, ask why I never finished Living with Biters. Because that one died. That one is just dead and buried. Make an assembler for that, please. Meh. I've got them for rails, I just didn't use them. Long range power poles, I should just do that, shouldn't I? More miners. Well, I was thinking I could probably grab more miners, but I think this will be enough that it won't make a difference. I won't get the entire deposit covered, but I don't need to. Oh, Living with Biters is absolutely not coming back. That is dead and gone. Factorio Towns, I still have some faith that I might revive it at some point. But Living with Biters is dead. That I can confirm. Factorio Villages, to start again. It's tempting. Tempting. Do I need walls? Yes, I do. I need 12 of them. Still the west wall again. Yeah, they're really going ham on the west wall. Definitely got to get out there and deal with them. Oh, I had another whole stack of walls there. Never mind. Whoops. 24 laser turrets, so I need one more. Oh, and I should restock on substations. Because I'll use up a few of those making the mining facility, I think. Depending on how I design it. I'd say that sounds good, but actually I think I need even more rails. It's a long distance there, honestly. Gonna go grab some from the actual rail storage. And then we shall set out westward to claim some glorious iron for our factory. And it's going to be an absolute nightmare delivering the stuff actually back to the base. So many random things are being delivered. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go! Oh, copper's not looking great as well. There they are, the rails. Being stored over here. I am requesting them. Could have just requested more. Oh well. 10 stacks I feel like could maybe do it. If not, we can craft another 50. Even more if we just gather some stone from out and about. And yeah, God, the copper supply not doing wonderfully. My new smeltery will fix that though, if we ever build the damn thing. Right, let's go hop on board the artillery train. It's time. Bev has some hope for Factorio Town, so it's definitely dead. Oh dear. I wish I could dispute that. But I cannot, in good conscience, say that you're wrong. Alright, I hope I didn't forget anything, because this is a hell of a long journey. Yeah, there are no current plans to return to Factorio Towns, but I still would like to at some point. But I'm very bad at actually reviving series that disappear for a long time. I've left many, many dead series in my wake. It's a problem that many YouTubers have. Right, here we are. I think that we're going to immediately open fire on the nearest guys. Yep. Nearest two bases, actually. I think this might be a newly established one. I'm not sure, though. I like that they were gathering for an attack, and one of them actually just came close enough to be shot anyway, I think. Defenses are working very well. Oh, it's got a no path error, so it stopped doing anything. Switch to manual. When a train is manual and stopped somewhere, it counts as being parked, and then the artillery can fire. While it's going, I'll just start working on building. There you go, that's that one destroyed. Or not apparently. Oh, there's another base that's cropped up there. Newly colonized. I would open fire on them myself, but I've got uranium ammo and I don't want to waste it. I'll just hang back and let them get shot. There we go, barely used any rounds so far. Though it is the central wagon used up just because it's... Oh no, not even used up, but yeah, mostly. Because the stacks... Like, the amount that a wagon can store is so much less than the amount that a actual cannon can store. Might as well just let it be a third cannon, really. Like, there's no point having this as a storage. It's useless. Though I can store other things in it, that's the actual value. Not that I ever do. Come on, biters, get on with it. Sublimin slow. Oi! Chase me. There we go. Got them moving. And lasers. They're kind enough to trickle in fairly slowly. Oh, here they get a bit. Oh, but they all just get stuck on each other. That works out nicely. Alright, biters dealt with. Let's move. Did I make a blueprint that was just rails in the end? Ah, there we go. I did. Good-o. Oh god, no, I messed that up. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, delete all that, but then also cancel the deletions of the trees, because we don't want them actually going. Let's try this again without managing to misclick the thing. Okay, there's that base. So, we'll build our outpost here. That far? Pushing it. Let's do it. I think it'll be okay. Oh, yeah, no attack. Alright. Train. Come forth. Don't know if I directed it right there. Forget exactly how this works. Yep, perfect. And then no path error again. Switch back to manual. Get rid of that. God, it takes so long for this cannon to turn around and actually join the other one. Job's nearly done by the point it actually gets turned around. One more move up and it's good to go. Love coverage of the iron deposit, though I will want to advance a little bit more just to, you know, because why not? Going from the wall there, we've used up 250, so we'll get to there, there. Yeah, we'll get past the deposit and have enough to build the station. That's a behemoth. There's one. Took a while for them to show up, but they have. That'll be fun. If it causes trouble. Oh, yeah, it does. It does reach the wall. And buys enough time for the spitters to open fire. Yep, that changes things a little bit for us. Gotta be more careful now. Yeah, we're 1 hour 40. We're most of the way through the stream now. We'll go for between another 20 and 50 minutes. Probably closer to 50 than 20 because I always end up running over time. These guys can't decide whether they're building a new base or attacking me. Right. Oi, stop building. Come over here and get shot instead. Can't have you be making smart tactical decisions. Okay. Oh, we weren't finished, turns out. Abort. Come back, bots. Didn't realize there was a giant... Oh, that one's just a smear of radar stuff, but that's the actual force. A behemoth, though, we should be fine. Nope, they did get some shots, though. Because they attacked the corner, the weak point. Clever. Right, as we were. And there's a giant base here. Behemoth spitters and everything. Mining productivity complete. Nice, and that's all of our currently queued up stuff done. What's the next artillery range? 4,000? We can do that. It's cheaper than the next mining productivity. There we go. Of course, it won't be done by the time we're done up here, but for next time. Okay. Build the outpost. Oh, didn't build any of the laser turrets because we have literally none of them. Because they didn't deconstruct the old base. Should have done that first. Place is vulnerable till we actually get the materials. Okay, we'll hop in here. We'll send it on its way. Train. Go to there. And as soon as we arrive, the bots will build the outpost, hopefully in time for the train not to get itself killed by drawing all the biters in. Okay, note to self, you gotta be outside of a train to let your bots build stuff. That could have gone bad. You know pathed again. What are you doing? Just shoot them. It's so annoying. Yeah, I was just using blueprints to remove the trees. I basically never use mods in any game. I was going to say in Factorio, no, in any game I never bother with mods. Mods are too much hassle. Though I have been testing out the Industrial Revolution mod for Factorio, because I was promised that it wasn't like all the other mods that just like add a bunch of unnecessary extra gubbins, and then guess what? It added a bunch of unnecessary extra gubbins. It's not like the annoying thing is that the first it seems like the first 10 to 20 hours of Industrial Revolution are terrible, but then beyond that it gets fun. And I'm like, I want to see what the end of it's like. So maybe we just slog through it, but also don't want to slog through it. So yeah, it's annoying. I want a mod that does like different recipes and changes about the progression without adding either 20 ores that are pointless or 20 different items needed to make every actual machine that are pointless, or 20 different kinds of production process to make the things you need. Because they all do that. They're all like... Everyone who makes mods for Factorio seems to be like, I want the game more complex. And I'm like, no, I just want a different experience. I just want a different angle on things. A new kind of approach. Not just more stuff. I should just use the blueprints. I don't know why I'm trying to build them like that. Like, I don't want Bob's mods or Angel's mods where... Or C-Block, where it's like, here, you've got to, like, make... Like, basically, I don't like the mods that try to make it accurate. I don't like the ones that are, like, about realism. And being like, what are the actual chemical processes necessary to make this alloy? To make a circuit, you've got to make silicon, and to do that, you've got to extract it from this thing, and you've got to, like, work with hydrogen, oxygen, and stuff to, you know, it's not fun to me. Can I get past these without them firing at me? Because the range of these is quite long, right? No, I can. I can walk straight by. Just gonna walk for a minute and see how far I can explore. Yeah, it's like they just make it into grinds. Just that all the mods just make the game into a grind. I'm like, no. I don't like Factorio because of the grind. I like it for everything else. Yeah, I got into Industrial Revolution because the mod maker said, this isn't like Angels and Bob's, it doesn't add 20 new ores. And I'm like, oh good, it's like it only adds 2 ores, tin and gold. I'm like, yeah, that seems like the kind of level of, like, a small increase in complexity. That's the kind of thing I'd be interested in. Then I got into it and it's like, first you gotta mine copper, and I'm like, okay, so there's copper tech first, and then you do bronze tech, and then iron. Sure, it sounds cool, I like that idea. But then to make anything out of copper, there's a million different things to make from copper. You've got to make the copper plates, and you've got to make copper rods, and then from the rods you've got to make copper rivets, and from the plates you've got to make tubes, and also from the plates you've got to make, there's also, like, reinforced plates, which are made from combining plates and rivets. And then there's wires, and then there's, like, wafers, or whatever it is, or like, foil, copper foil. And gears, you gotta make gears out of the plates. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not fun. That's just making a whole bunch of assemblies that are like, put copper thing in, get copper thing out. So you've got, like, 5 belts with different things on both sides of them, full of copper stuff, so you can plug it into a machine and make something that uses copper. That's not fun. That's just unnecessary extra work. I don't want you... You shush, Rick. I don't want to have to make rivets. I know that copper machines in reality involve rivets. Doesn't mean you have to put them in the game. That was definitely an intentional pun by Rick. Hang on a minute. Why can I see... Oh! The bloomin' biters got past me. Just gonna shoot these ones. Bloomin' trying to sneak. Right, let's go put radars down because I realized I didn't do that. Also, yeah, that's one thing I did forget to make while I was away. Extra radars. Oh, I don't doubt that some people like it. I know, so obviously some people want the complexity, because Bob's and Angel's mods are some of the most popular mods of Factorio. But why aren't there any mods that are like, here's a different approach to Factorio, but still about the same level of complexity, maybe one step up? It's like, you've either got vanilla, or you've got, the game is 5 times more complex. I want, the game is 2 times more complex, or 1.5 times. I just want a little bit of a difference. And that'd be great. That'd be lovely. Okay, thanks, bye. But instead, it's insane complexity or nothing. Is that... Am I overlapping the coverage there? No, I'm not. Like, the kind of mod I would like to see is one where the complexity level is the same. And the way, like, you build your production will ultimately be the same as normal Factorio, but, like, the recipes are swapped out for different stuff. So just it's something new and it's a different approach, because it's like... It's like, the marathon mode of Factorio is interesting, because some of the recipes change. And that changes all of your build decisions when you're making a main bus. And that is interesting. I just want something that does something on that kind of level. Like, not a big change, just like... Some of the recipes are rearranged in an interesting way, and so you've got to think about different things now. Okay, can I deal with these guys? I might just get killed. Oh no, okay, I can deal with behemoth spitters, fine. Uranium ammo! Saves the day. Just gotta watch out for their poison, because I imagine it's pretty painful. There we go, didn't step in a single bit of poison. Nailed it. You're about 5 minutes behind, but it's a good thing Binders aren't smart enough to cut off your power supply to the lasers killing them. Yep. Not that they'd be able to. They've got to get past the lasers to do that. Oh well, I guess for the like the forward outposts for the train, yeah. If they were smart, they could deal with that. I mean, there's Vanilla Plus stuff, but it's all by, like, combining lots of little mods and, like, quality of life stuff, really, and, like, this adds this one feature. I don't want adding one feature, someone to be like, here's a different approach to playing the game. Like, something, like, I'm saying, like, instead of gears, have something else. Instead of circuits, have something else. And they're only slightly different things, like, maybe they're just renamed a bit, but the recipes change, so that there's something new to do. Maybe it's just me that wants that. I don't know. Just gonna deal with these myself because it's not worth bringing the train forward to deal with these small bases. Okay, behemoth spitters are actually not really hurting me at all. That's nice. I thought they would damage me more, even with all my armor. Guess not. Oh, I see you trying to colonize. Nope. Nope, Chuck Tester. And then this big one here that I could still deal with. I could just get the train over here. Actually, how many rails have I got? Oh, I'm running out of rails. Wasn't paying attention to that. It feels like the mod makers think that just making production chains longer is what I wanted. No. I want different, not more. But a lot of people do want more, so that's why those mods are successful and why people keep making that kind of mod. Yeah, simply just changing the process of making something is enough to revive the logistical challenge since all existing designs no longer work, even if the actual ingredients are the same. Exactly, the Jogman. That's the kind of thing I want, just like, swap it about a bit. What about a mod that adds motors? That sounds close to what I want. Yeah, that kind of thing, where it's like, here's one new component that changes around things about how the game works, and you got to factor that into your designs. That kind of thing. Just something simple. Actually, one kind of mod I would like, which was what I kind of thought the Industrial Revolution was when I tried it out and read about it. is like ore refining. Like a mod that just does ore refining is like, okay, here is a couple of new recipes and like one new structure that is like this new thing that is part of the tech tree where you can reprocess ore to be more efficient, that kind of thing. Because I always kind of like those features in mods. Like I remember when I played Angels and Bobs, or one of them, or both. I can't remember if it was one or both or whatever. Like in, I think it was a mass back in the day, or maybe it was Massa. One of them series that we did. Like I enjoyed the ore refining in that. I enjoyed I think the cobalt one where it was like you could cycle something through, so you could use catalysts and stuff to like make more and just get more out of your ore and extend it more. And it's like, that's an interesting feature. That's a neat thing that I'd like to add. Just like normal Factorio, but with that. And there's probably honestly a mod that does do that, because that seems like the kind of thing that someone would actually think to make the mod for. But it's that kind of thing, instead of mods that do that and then also wreck the game. Basically what it feels like at the moment. Let's see, yeah, if we park the train up there, it's still not going to have artillery range, so yeah, we'll not even bother. I'll just delete this, and then I'll go grab the wall and move that up. And yeah, then I made the gem sorting loop, because the rest of the game was boring. But I like that. I like the ore stuff. I like the ore sorting stuff. I have actually done a playthrough of Dangerous, which some of you may know, which is where the entire world is covered in ore, but it's mixed, just randomly mixed ore, and you can't build on ore, except miners, obviously. So you have to slowly work your way out and push back the ore and build within that space inside. And I found it really fun because I like building an ore sorting system, because I've always liked building those. So I just built an ore sorting system. Did I blueprint this? Don't think I did. Oh, I don't think I did. No, I didn't, did I? Well, too late now. I'll just use the blueprint I have. Gem loop, best loop. Oh yeah, the Amass series was on YouTube. It's on my channel. And I spend a significant portion of it trying to make an ore sorting system, which honestly only like ever really was useful for sorting the gems, and was kind of wasted on everything else. But that was because no one used it. I was like, we could put all our ores into this, that we don't have to care what we're mining, and then we just sort it all and then send it on its way. Yeah, there's a wall blueprint, but there's not one for that wall. This is not the wall I just deconstructed. It's some of it, but it's not all of it. I can build this and then just build the laser turrets off of it. It's just annoying that I couldn't do the thing in one click. Oh, we skipped some frames? Oh. Nothing of note happened to my internet connection. There was no drop. Nothing cut out. I have got a lot more dropped frames, so that could have been an OBS issue. Mimic, there's a 30-second delay. I was already gone when you said Control-Z. I know it for next time, though I will forget anyway. Okay, laser turrets. Now I've got to remember how I did this. Did I just do every single one of these is shadowed by a laser turret? Is that what I did? I think I alternated them, actually. Like that. I don't remember what I did now. I don't think that's what it was before. I think I used 15 more laser turrets. Did I just make the solid laser turrets? Or did I do this? Is this what I did? Might be. It's almost right, but not. Is that what I did? I know that I had 24 turrets when all said and done, because that's how many is for the blueprint. So I think I did something like this. And then I had some substations. Ah! This wasn't here. I think I basically did it like that. Like that, maybe. I've got one extra laser turret. Don't know how I did that. Anyway. The restocking, which is awkwardly manual. $25 each. If I can do that, actually. Oh yeah, I can. Easy. There we go, sorted. As far as the tracks go, as far as the artillery coverage goes, but what I will do is a good old artillery scan. Oh, boop. And then gotta line this up just right. Boop. See what we get. More biters, just way more. Uranium! Yes! 4.2 million uranium! Oh, glorious day. And so our power concerns are completely erased. We can absolutely use rocket fuel to power all our trains. The day is saved. Oh, beautiful. All problems solved. Excellent. It's like striking gold, but better. Uranium. Would something like Industrial Revolution be fun for you if the extra fiddly bits were optional but more efficient recipes? Maybe actually. That might motivate me to do it, as long as I can construct things easier. As long as I don't need to make a million things to make a damn machine. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like at the end of the day, I rarely play mods anyway, so it's like you need to be a damn good mod for me to actually play, or just do something that really particularly interests me, like Dangerous did. Yes, if I switch to pure lasers, I'd no longer need to worry about supplying the bullets, but also that would mean that if ever there was an issue with power supply to these far-out outposts, then they die. Always diversify. Always put your eggs in 2 baskets. Bullets and lasers. Never only one of them. That's the rule. Do I have a miner blueprint? No. I could make one. So I want to know, because this is a super dense deposit, like... Oh god, we can nearly get 1 million under 1 miner. Gets close. There. 8.94, I think is the best we can get. 8.94. Or, well, as I say points, this shouldn't be point. 894,000. Close to 1 million. In the center few squares. Let's just do a substation grid. I'll do it like this instead. Oh, we got an attack on something. Oh wait, no, that's just construction orders that suddenly caught my eye for some reason. Right, how do we arrange these? That works. Okay. Gotta readjust these a smidge. That works perfectly now. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got this wrong. I guess this can be way further down. Huh, how did I get that completely off? Right, this works. Oh wait, no, that's not. Nope, nope, nope. Delete these. These aren't quite right. Okay, just run these the entire damn length of the deposit. This thing is so ridiculously huge. We're literally sorted for iron forever. Oh, now I've got these slightly off. Damn it, I can't reach all the way over there. They can fit 5 between them. There. That's the central column sorted. That's the most important bit. And yeah, we won't get the whole thing covered in mining drills, but I never expected that. The important thing is we've got enough mining that we're just sorted. Oh, there's actually... I have more mining drills on me than I thought. Wait, how many do I have left? Is this the last stack? Yeah, that's the last stack. 46. That might be enough, actually. No, it won't be. But it'll be surprisingly close. Now I wish I had grabbed just a few more mining drills, because I could maybe have done this whole thing in one go. Where the next one go? Next one's go there. That works out nicely. Oh, damn it. There. There. Right, power sorted for the whole area. Oh, this went wrong. No! Spacing must all be perfect. Doesn't really matter, but it matters to me. There, you can have that. Right, millions of blue belts. Hey, 200 wouldn't have been enough. 220, yeah. Hello, Ghostly Business, welcome to the stream. I'm afraid we're close to the end, as I gather ridiculous amounts of iron to sort out our iron supply forever. That'll about do it. I gotta get these all over here. Oh god, I realize I've made a bottleneck here. Except I haven't, because I could just do that. You can go there. You can go there. And then you can go down. And you... Oh no, I'm out of blue belts! Oh god, we need so many more. Oops. Okay, I'll have to rip some of this stuff up again and just make a temporary system. There we go. I'm going to want this to be fast as well. I'm going to want it to be double-sided, though I don't have anywhere near enough inserters for that. I'm just going to... I don't know why I have this blueprint... that deconstructor, not this deconstructor in my hotbar. And I don't know why I've just accepted that for so long. Right. Stealing all of you back. It's gonna fill my trash slots, but it's fine. See if that's enough to be getting on with. Okay, there we go. We need power, but otherwise we're good. And later we'll make it double-sided. We might even move this station a bit. Raise it up so that we've got more room to load in on the bottom, because currently we don't. And this is going to be a proper heavy-duty, high-throughput station, if possible. It's too much effort to get those out of my trash slots and into the chest, because they'll just keep dumping back into my trash slots. Because it's set up and I can't bother unsetting that. Okay, we can connect some stuff to this. That there is probably enough to make it into a full blue belt. I'm not sure, actually. What's productivity at these days? Plus 40%. Excellent. How's the pollution gonna be? Oh god, it's just solid red. That seems like it's go. Oh no, actually, that's just how pollution looks nowadays, isn't it? I was thinking it was like just a wave of max pollution, but it's not. You really get further than a 2x2 reactor you set up. Yeah, I never bothered beyond that. I know that you can make like 2x3s, or theoretically the most efficient reactor setup would be an infinite column 2 wide. But making a repeatable design for that, I just can't be bothered. Ah, there's a moth! Oh god! It went for my legs. I just spotted it below me. Yeah. I got it. I got the moth. I thought moth season was over. Are there any more of them? They always come in threes. I don't see them. Doesn't mean they're not here. I hate moths. It was, god damn it. Some of them at least have the decency to, like, come into my eye line behind my monitors. That one was between my legs. So that one had the decency to land the moment after I spotted it, so I could just squash it. Bloody moths. They like to attack. They like to attack my room. We'll see if any more turn up. Anything could happen. Okay, I gotta build a train. That's something I forgot about. But luckily we have enough materials for it. So belt balancer before 3x3 balance. Oh, doing like a... Hey, I could stick one of those in. Nope. Should all be fine anyway. We wrap up now before the war starts. Yeah, maybe I should. I mean, we'll get this this train in place and get it delivering back to base. And even with how infrequent this is, it'll probably be enough to fix the problem. See what the station's called. And the trains. Still never seen my name. Never in all these years. Right, I gotta find... Let's see. There's one. Yoink. Paste. Paste. And then copy paste. Switch the color. Then I gotta rename this. To Iron 2. Boop. Copy. Paste. Then I gotta add station. Iron 2, you're at it. 30 seconds passed, or 5 seconds of inactivity. Cancel Iron 1. 10 seconds at Iron Bus. Honestly, you don't need... Yeah, give you like 20 seconds and turn it into like 3 seconds of inactivity. The Iron Bus. Yeah, 10's probably fine actually. I think I've probably checked that. It wouldn't be 10 for no reason, I feel like. Maybe I haven't checked it, that might be too much credit. Fuel might be an issue at this distance. Like a stack of coal might not be enough. Oh god. It's okay, we can switch to uranium, we know this now. Alright. What do we need? A few more miners. Bunch of belts. Stack inserters. And more rails and walls. So we can go forth and get the uranium ore. Alright, let's hop on board. Oh, I need to fix the... I can't just... Damn it! Alright, you just go do your thing. Go forth and deliver iron to the world. I'm gonna go deal with the artillery train and actually get the damn thing back home. Yeah, actually, yeah, 50 coal is a lot for a train. Is it though? Is it though? Let's have a look. It's already down. It's already got through 3 coal, 4 coal. And it's not just the It's not just how quickly it uses it in one journey. It's whether it can be resupplied enough coal while parked up to make up for the lost coal while driving. Down to 43. So yeah, okay, so that's like 10 coal, so it's gonna use about half a stack of coal before it gets home. That's a lot. That's quite a lot. It should be able to get enough coal back in 10 seconds. But it's not that unusual. It's not that outlandish to consider the possibility that it might at some point just run out of coal. Oh, damn it, I didn't turn. Try that again. Oh, who are you firing at? Are they colonizing? God damn it. Just let them do it, whatever. Blow it up later. Half of them died anyway, so the base they build's gonna be tiny now. Reactor West. Go. And yeah, there's only like 3 of them left now. 4 of them. Oh dear. But yeah, this pollution is gonna it's gonna pass the wall. So we actually do need to expand. Otherwise we're gonna have serious problems with biters eating the pollution and then running up and trying to murder us. Signals, yeah, I need more signals. I placed them for some of it, but I haven't added any since in this most recent leg. At that moment when you're measuring distances by how much coal the train is going to use, yeah. That's when you know you're got a long-range system to deal with. Now we can check it here, like... Actually, wait, do we have refueling set up for this train? I realize we might not. Currently we have exactly a stack of coal on us. We definitely haven't used up 2 stacks of coal, so I think we don't have fueling on this. I never put a coal fueling system in. That's silly. There's even one to use over here. Though actually getting it over here is a challenge. We'll just go down. Like, if there is an old system for coal fueling anywhere that uses, like, a standard inserter, and it's a short stay at the station that does the refueling, you could genuinely not be refueled enough every journey. And then the train will just die eventually. Oh yeah, once I've actually got a good supply of uranium, I'll be able to make nukes without worrying about running out of fuel for them. Uh-oh. Oh dear. That's gonna... I'm gonna cause all sorts of trouble doing that. Alright. And fueling system implemented for the artillery train. Everyone's talking about biters. I know how biters work. if they're in pollution range, they'll start launching random attacks at the facility, meaning that the defensive wall will potentially slowly be worn away by the successive attacks and eventually potentially fail. Colonization always happens, but that's fine because it's rare and the wall can probably handle the frequency at which colonization parties will attempt to pass it. Yeah, I know it's a yellow belt. I guess I can just upgrade planner it. I could just upgrade planner everything. Like, all this here can be upgraded. Oh, there's a lot of it, actually. Oh, jeez. Yep, do it. There we go. Give the bots something to do. I wonder, is there anything else to upgrade in, like, the main... in the main bus now? Oh, there's something. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Random stretch of coal. Oh, then there's some more. Ah, one of these belts has a stretch of yellow in it. And that's it. That's the entire factory. There we go. Everything's upgraded now. Or will be when the bots are done. Oh, I like that visual of, like, the bots flying along and the train going beneath it at basically the same speed. Let me join in. There we go. We're all racing. Bots versus people versus trains. Trains win. Trains always win. Alright. Oh, which one is this? Ah, it's the one from Iron 2. I came at the exact moment it arrives, even though it takes like 2 years to get anywhere. And yeah, it did save the day here because the supply was shut down for steel. So yeah, I wonder if it's actually going to be able to make the difference or not. Because the visits are infrequent, but it's a complete full train load when it does arrive. Also, start making a bunch of stack inserters. Oh, too fast. I don't think it's enough. There's not that much iron here. It's not gonna last. God, there's not enough iron anywhere. Yep, it all runs out. Wow, yeah, we need more trains coming from Iron 2. We can work on that. There are currently 2 going to Iron 1, and they don't have much in either of them. So I'm pretty sure we only need 1 train going to Iron 1. So, then we gotta find the Iron 2 train. There it is. Yoink. Oh, I don't know if I got it. Yoink. I think I got it that time. That should have worked. Yep, it's now an Iron 2 train. Maybe trying to go to Iron 2 right now, which is impossible. But it's not acting like that. Go to the Iron Bus. Go there first. Yes, nuclear fuel will help. So we'll implement that once we've got our new uranium supply. Yeah, it looks like it's going to arrive and do the thing. Oh, it was coming this way anyway because this is the one loop in the system allowing a train to flip around and go the other way. So it was sort of just going to head in this direction, run through here, and then immediately barrel off to go to Iron 2 without actually unloading. I would add an inactivity condition, but I realize it needs to hang around here to be refueled by coal. Otherwise, things will go wrong. Yeah, all we need to do is switch these here to uranium fuel. And then the trains will be awesome. I've just realized the problem. We only fuel one of the trains. We only fuel the front one, not the rear one. That's okay, actually, I think. Or it might not be. Sets off that way. It comes back this way. That doesn't get refueled. It sets off that way. Yes! This might actually... I think it should be okay. I think it works out alright. But because this system only refuels the front engine and not the rear engine, every visit, one of the engines is having to go there and back without being refueled. And by my calculations, the journey was like probably just a bit under 25 coal. So on that first journey, yeah, it's okay though, because they have a capacity for 150. They're being loaded with 150, so it's actually fine. But for a second, it's like, for a second I thought that if the track was any longer, it would actually kill the train. Yeah, these trains flip around. It's the one part of the network that does that. And I did that because it doesn't matter, because they're literally symmetrical. Any other train in the system, it will be a problem, but no other trains can do that. Only the ore trains can do it, because only ore trains are directed to these stations. Giving a train the wrong order, at the wrong time, like changing their instructions at the wrong time, when it's not a symmetrical train, could cause it to try and go through this loop and break itself, but generally I'm going to avoid that by having the train stop to the station. If it stops to the station, it will always go the right way. So if it's in motion while I change the instructions, that it could make it go wrong. And try and use this loop. But currently, only ore train should ever enter this loop, and as long as that continues, it's fine. And because they loop around, it means I only need to fuel one of the engines, because next time I turn up, the other engine will be the one at the front, and will get refueled. So between two journeys, both engines will get refueled, but it means that the engine has to survive two journeys without being refueled, which is fine. 150 coal is enough. 50 coal, maybe not enough. Wouldn't coal being loaded count as activity? Good point, Caesar, that's probably true. Huh. Yeah, maybe we can add inactivity as a condition then. Yeah, the cloud of bots is quite majestic. Anyway, it's way later than I meant to go, honestly. I gotta wrap this up and sort out this is a VOD, fix whatever other VODs I've generated trying to make the bloomin' stream work at the start. And then go sleep, maybe. Or maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Mixed results with the sleep issues right now. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna give the instructions to Future Bentham. There we go. Send on a little island here. So, Future Bentham, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to acquire a new supply of uranium because we've discovered some in the west. Crap tons of it. You're gonna have to take the artillery train, do the usual thing, fight your way forward. Oh, let me just make some more stack inserters, so you're sorted for those. And a few long-range power poles. And we've been resupplied on miners, so we're fine there. And we should have enough blue belts. But yeah, you're going to have to sort out the sending of a sulfuric acid train out to the uranium to mine the uranium and bring it back to the base. So that'll be fun. And yeah, more work needs to be done on Iron 2 to make sure it's actually ready. We've got 2 trains working on it, so that should be good, but we'll try and get more. Once the uranium's sorted, sort out rocket fuel production so that we can have rocket fuel in those trains so they can actually have a decent rate of throughput. And then, I've said this many streams in a row, relocate the entire smelting array. Not gonna happen. But I need to tell Future Bentham this so that he can tell Future Bentham this so that either Future Bentham or Future Bentham can actually relocate the smelting array. We shall see. But I think that's all the important stuff for Future Bentham to know right now. Though I do also feel like there's something I missed. Oh yeah, overhaul the entire train system. Do that too. Actually put in the Q stations everywhere so that the trains can actually operate and not be a complete mess. Oh, looks like Copper's buggered. That train had only one wagon with anything in it. That seems like a problem. Maybe look into that too. Oh dear. And then we'll hop over to our Ribbonworld sign to end for today. And by the way, I do actually go back and watch those Future Bentham messages every single stream. They genuinely help to remind me what the hell I need to do in a stream. And Lester Bentham, the most recent past Bentham, told me to remember to stretch, which is very good advice. And I did indeed stretch, as per past Bentham's advice, before I started the stream. I'm going to do another stretch now, because stretching is awesome. I needed that. Okay. And I've just spotted Rick's messages to me 2 hours ago about the stream skipping. Oh dear. Oh, when the stream skipped, it broke my my analytics, but only on my laptop, not on my PC. So that's fun. Oh dear. YouTube, you're a mess. But speaking of YouTube, let's talk about where you're gonna find me in the coming week. Let's see. Tomorrow, there will probably be another Vulcanoids video. I've got one more of those in the bag. What do I do in that one? I think I finally managed to gather all the boilers I need to do all the tier 2 tech. Oh dear. Not by assaulting. Oh, do I attack? I think do I deal with some drill ships in that episode? I feel like I do tear apart one of them. Not a tier 3 because God no, but I think I've managed to take out a tier 2, or maybe it was a 1. Might have just been a 1. Oh, you just arrived once, Omega's first time you caught a stream, and I'm just about to finish. I'm sorry. Rip. It is the worst. Yeah, so Vulcanoids should be coming out tomorrow. Then, on Saturday, should be playing some more Unrailed. Definitely, because that was super fun last weekend. I think this weekend it's going to be me, Fuzzy, Rick, and EE. So it's going to be a disaster. My proposal for this one is we do an easy mode run, so that we can just actually chill for like an hour, just slowly pootling along with the train going super slow. Because I've tried easy mode. It's slow enough that one person can keep the train going. That person will have an aneurysm, but one person can. So 4 people is going to have no problem at all keeping an easy mode train going. So I think we just do easy mode and we just chill, and then we'll unlock all the wagons, make a super awesome train, maybe actually survive the snow area. I say we just blast through to the 4th area before there's a chance for anything else to happen. And it'll be lovely. Be lovely and nice. Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, chill with the impossible. We're gonna have to work hard for that. But I think we can do it. Easy mode is a necessary step in the process. And then Vampire the Masquerade will be on Roll For It. I'm not on it, but I'll probably be in the chat because it's cool to watch. And then on Sunday, we have a special Roll For It thing. We're doing a 2-shot, and this will be the first part of the 2-shot, of Dungeons & Dragons. We're calling it Dungeons & Hangovers. Our team is going to wake up having no idea where or who they are. And that's going to be a literal thing for the players, because we will not know our character sheets. EE has polled... oh, the poll is closed. Damn it, I can't advertise the poll, because it's too late. But EE has polled the patrons on what classes and races should be used, and the top picks from those votes will be randomly assigned to the 4 players. We won't know what we are, and when we roll something, we will just roll a d20, and then E will consult our character sheet and tell us what we get. As you know, he'll tell us if we fail, and if we succeed, he'll tell us exactly how much by, so that we can slowly construct our character sheets from how our characters behave. And so, both in and out of character, we will have no idea what classes we are. It's gonna be a ridiculous mess. I'm still looking forward to it. We've also got a bunch of new people for it. We've got Eric Vulgaris, who we've had on shows before a little bit, but also we've got 2 new people joining us that we've never had on the show before, so you'll get to meet some new cast. And it's going to be 2-shot going for 2 weeks, and following that will be something else, which we will announce soon. Yes, I'm announcing an announcement. I don't know exactly when we're announcing it, though, so I can't actually tell you when we're announcing the thing. Only that there will be an announcement for what follows the D&D 2-shot in a few weeks' time. And that is because, I realise I should mention this, that is because last week we cancelled our Shadowrun show. And we cancelled it by making a 2-hour, essentially, podcast called Why We Aren't Playing Shadowrun 6th Edition Anymore. You may want to go check that video out if you've got any interest in Shadowrun and we're thinking of playing Shadowrun 6th Edition. It's a criticism of Shadowrun. It is us talking about the things we don't like about Shadowrun. And the video has been pinned on the Shadowrun subreddit. It is one of only 2 pins, the other one being the 6th edition errata. I was amazed to discover this. Oh, we're losing frames. We're losing frames. Captain, she can't take any more frames. We seem to be fine now. But yeah, I was amazed to discover that the mods of the Shadowrun subreddit actually pinned our 2-hour criticism of Shadowrun. It's amazing. Yes, Bad Cosmonaut, I'm afraid the Unrailed streams are not for children. I usually keep fairly family friendly. I'll admit I swear from time to time, but I usually keep it limited. But yeah, it is entirely your choice not to watch the stream. I will continue to collaborate with Fuzzy because she is awesome. But I understand if you don't want to watch it. That's fine. But yeah, it's quite ridiculous. The Shadowrun subreddit is literally promoting our takedown of Shadowrun. Which shows the current completely horrific state that Shadowrun is in. It's a whole mess. Yeah, I swear when he is involved, you've got to survive. Yeah, so Unrailed on Saturday, Roll for It D&D on Sunday. I don't think there's going to be a stream on Monday. I think I'm going to be away, so can't do that. Probably will one on Thursday as normal. Might do one on Tuesday as well to make up for lack of one on Monday. We'll see how it all works out. More Satisfactory stuff coming as well, because there's at least one more video to come out, I believe, that I've pre-recorded. That can be watched right now if you're a patron, because early access to all my Let's Plays. Every time I do a recording session, as soon as I've loaded the videos, I chuck them all up on the Patreon for people to watch immediately, so they don't have to wait for a while for the video to actually come out. It's constructive criticism, yeah. And so, like, I mean, if it was just a roast, then they wouldn't have done it. But it's a nice, like, it's validating that we did a good job of our criticism, and we did it constructively, that it's been posted on the Shadowrun subreddit. But also definitely says something about the current state of Shadowrun and its community, and the fact that it's a mess and everyone knows it's a mess. And honestly, I really just hope that Catalyst Game Labs loses their license to make the Shadowrun rulebooks, because they're just wasting it. And I want literally any other company. Okay, And yeah, literally any other company with prior RPG experience that's made good RPGs to make Shadowrun instead, because seriously though, anyone could do it better. Anyone could do it better. It's a mess. It's a goddamn mess. Yeah. And that's me being diplomatic. Oh no. Yeah, that's all the stuff where I'm gonna be. Also, I'm gonna take a moment to promote a thing I did, even though it's not my own stuff, technically. But if you're following Roll For It, and if you followed the Roll For It Game of Thrones Riverlands show, I just published on the Roll For It Patreon for the GM tier and above a timeline of the events of that show, including the many years leading up to it that me and E plotted out, and then all of the secret things that were happening in the background while the show was running. All of the secret hidden plots that were slowly ticking over as the game was running. I've detailed all of that in a massive timeline covering 75 years. Technically 74, but 75 is a rounded number. And it's 3,000 words long. I put a lot of work into making that, and I want everyone to see it, because goddamn did we do so much secret plotting behind the scenes in that show. And it's available on the Roll For It Patreon if you want to go over there. I put a lot of work into that, so I'd love if you went and took a look at it. I hope people have been like, I hope that there's some. Damn it! No one's talking in the Thrones chat about it in the Roll For It Discord, and I'm so sad because I put so much work into that document and all the things that went into it. And there's not actually that many people at that tier, so not many people have actually seen the thing, and I'm sad. I might see if I can get it moved down to party tier so that more people can see it or something, because I want it to be seen. I worked so hard. There's like color coding in there and stuff. It's amazing. I'm so proud of it, and it took so much time, and I lost so much sleep working on it last night. Oh dear. Yeah, I know it's for GM tier, and that's the problem. But that's what it is. That's what it qualifies as, and that's how we've priced the tiers. So it's a problem. But if you're already into Roll For It, then maybe you can go. Like if there's people watching who are already GMT supporters of Roll For It, I'd really like or yeah, GM tier. I thought I said GMT for a second. GM tier supporters of Roll For It. I'd love it if you would go over and read the thing I worked on so hard, and tell me it's awesome, or if it's not. To be fair. But yeah, that's that. Oh dear. We're gonna wrap it up there. The factory's running well. Not perfect. I think our iron might still be running out between train visits. Yep, yeah, it definitely is. There it goes. It's improved though, and we can improve on it more. That will be the mission for next episode. But gonna wrap it up there. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers, and for being YouTube members, and for being Patreon supporters. I appreciate it all. It very much matters. Very much allows me to continue to do this as a job, which is amazing. And yeah, it's great. I love it. Thank you very much. And so with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.